Yeah. All right. Thank you. It's that time. What time? Oh, cool. It's that. What do you say, everybody? It's that time.
Birthday party. Birthday party. Birthday party. Gonna have a birthday party. Everybody invited. Lady and Artie. Gonna make a night of it. Come on, come along. Tonight is the night.
Read it.
Got a whole lot of presents.
It is got to be very good. You move it out. Nobody shout. Come on, sing.
Wow.
It's okay. Let him get a picture of you. Hold it up. Hold it up. It won't fall.
What fall?
Happy birthday, dear.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Vito.
Wow. Thank
Put it in
you.
the green room and you guys can
Thank
play,
you.
all right?
Thank you so much.
Gonna be in the green room.
Wow. I was wondering what was going on. Wow. Thank you so much. That's a pleasant surprise. They're coming too often, though. You know, look all the birthday cakes I've eaten. They're all in here. 77. Would you believe that? And 60 years, Little Star. It's Little Star's birthday. 60 years this year. Yeah, amazing. Both of those things are hard to believe, but time moves on and it's real. 77 Sunset Strip. I remember when I was 76 trombones. Right? Oh, God. Anyway, thank you so much, each and every one of you. The cake is out there, so obviously I'm not taking it home. So take a slice with you, cut a piece, and take it home, and enjoy it. Was it real? I didn't even know. I didn't even see it. I didn't even make a wish. I was supposed to stick a knife in it and make a wish. Anyway, we're gonna get into this evening's show, and that'll be the birthday present to me, because every time we do this show, it's a pleasure being with you guys, and you make it worthwhile. Everybody says you're still doing that show. As long as people come, and as long as people want to see it, we're going to keep doing it. I'll do it until I forget that I'm doing it. So, But anyway, we got a great guest today, and one of the things that make me proud of being in this industry this long is now we're starting to see a resurgence of the next generation. And when you see young people coming along and doing their thing, it makes it feel like it was all worthwhile. So we've got a young guy by the name of Chris Ruggiero who's going to be here tonight. You may have seen him on a PBS special, and he'll be showing you what that generation is going to be doing. And of course, in the audience, Vinny Meduno's out there. Vinny is already. Vinny's been carrying the 50s torch for a couple of years now, and doing it very, very well too, and respectfully and honestly, it's probably one of the best I've ever seen. And I always appreciate listening to you, and I appreciate the fact that you love the music of my era too. So.
What about the great job he did in CSI? Sir?
He was in CSI. He was at CSI. He actually co-hosted. He actually hosted and sang that night. But I want to thank my co-host. Thank you, Jimmy. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure bringing up what I was just about to say. He brings cake. He goes. He does everything.
Next month I take over.
Next month you'll be parking the cars.
Next month you sit here and I go over there.
Oh my God. But anyway, speaking of that particular show, the Legends Promotions did that show. Legends does a great job. They do the shows over at the college on Staten Island, but they also do some shows also. They'll be doing a couple others, and Rawway's coming up, another one. They did one in Middletown not too long ago. And we're looking forward. Actually, they're out there, right? Robert's out there, and Al's out there, okay? And Jack out there. Jack's not there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can stand up. I think the cameras are in front of you, though.
They just
I'll just say it. They'll think you stood up, all right? Hey, that's them standing up back there. It's, but a great production. It's very professionally done. And the acts were phenomenal. The acts were so good, I forgot who was there. I had Larry Chance and the Earls, who's going to be our guests on the show maybe next month. We're trying to work that out. We're going to have the Earls on the show. Finally. Yeah, and the 1910 Fruit Company that was already on the show. And we had... I know. The Del Satins, who have been on the show also twice. The Soup du Jour. What did you say, Supergirls. I just said Soup du Jour. Now, the Supergirls were there. Supergirls consisted of 5 singers from 5 different girl groups of that era. And the... this is like watching a Godzilla movie. I move my lips. It comes out 5 minutes before I say it. Anyway, the Flamingos, which I just got off a cruise with them, we had a ton of laughs on the boat, and about a week ago we were together, and it was great to see them again. And they're actually going to be in the Rollway too. So Al, who's on that show in Rollway? Flamingos. I should be asking Jimmy.
Jimmy. I have to stand up. The Flamingos, Vito Picones and the Elegance, John Coos and the Excellence.
Talk into the mic.
Oh, okay. So Charlie Thomas Drifters, Shirley Austin Reeds, and Mr. Joe Corsi will be MC and host of it.
Beautiful. Good. And the date?
May 12th, Saturday, May 12th. It's a pre-Mother's Day show.
May 12th.
Right.
Right before Mother's Day. Great. Looking forward. That's going to be a fun show. Looking forward to that. But it's amazing. It's amazing that, as it stands now, a lot of the guys are no longer with the groups for one reason or another, unfortunately. But there's always 1 or 2 guys still holding on, and you left somebody out. And the Capris. Okay. And that's what it is. There's at least 1 or 2 members of the original groups that are still actively working, and that's what I like about it, and especially with Legends. They make sure that that they're always true to the to the original members. That's a good thing. There aren't many people that do that. Sometimes we find shows and it'll tell you that the Drifters are on the show, the Platters are on. I remember when I was booking most of these acts, there were so many Platters out there. A promoter called me up one day. He said, "I want to book the Platters." He said, "But there's so many different Platters." He said, "How many Platters are out there?" I said, "Well, 1 more, you get service for 8." I said, I mean, really, literally, there was probably 5 or 6 different Platters out there. So, it's good to see that, like I said, somebody who does their homework and makes sure that the actual artists are who they say they are. There's a situation going on now with one of the groups. And I have a personal thing with it because I can relate to the individuals who are losing, the grasp of having their past taken away from them, and unfortunately it happens quite often. But I don't want to mention any names, but there is a situation really going on now, and it's getting uglier by the day with one particular group, and it's not fair. It's not fair at all. But one day you'll catch me at a weak moment. I'll blurt out everybody's name, So it just anyway. The shows we're talking about, the show that just happened at the college. That's only one of the shows. Anybody out there had seen any shows in the past? It's a question and answer that we usually like to do at the beginning of the show and see if anybody's been anywhere or saw any shows. And this is usually when Marina pulls out this long list. She gives you her shopping list, the laundry list, everything comes out, and well. Try to limit it to not the ones that you're going to see, just like the ones you saw, and the fun you had, and so on and so forth.
Okay, all right. Well, hi everybody. It's March 26, 2018. And this is a recap for March. State Theater, we did New Brunswick, big show. Lorenzo's had Dupree's. Staten Island Group Harmony Club had March Madness. There were 5 acts. It was great. we were all there. This whole group, we lumped together, right? And the groups were Just Friends, The Expressions, Echoes of Time, Side Street, that's Betty Samel, and Grand Central Echoes, and that's Perry Martin. We had him on. You had him on the show
been on the
about
show.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
5 years ago. He's in this group now.
Yeah.
And of course, CSI you mentioned, awesome show. Vinny, you still amaze me. I just can't get over you. And Sunday, the Paramus Elks have the Tercels, which is a mixture between Dimensions and the personnel changes,
Right.
but it's with Robert.
Right.
And they have the same people, but they mix and mingle. Now, moving on to April. Hi, everybody. Vito loves this. He loves this part. Hold on. Come on, Vito, stop. April 8th, Pittman. You love that. Pittman, right? Yes, the Duprees. Sally G, which is Sally Golinazzo, which is also like a Sunday get-together meeting with people singing and whatnot. It's Town and Country near Sayreville. And he's having the Silvertones. Now, they're from Italy. And they're making a big splash. Am I correct about that? Yes. You know Silvertones? So that's going to be there. The 19th, Joe Broadway's. He's going to have Witness. And it's a Thursday night. And Juliana's Just Friends. These are all, I'm giving all local. Don't yell at me.
Who's at St. Clair's this weekend?
I'm giving, no, there's nothing at St. Clair's.
Who's
I'm
singing
giving
High
all
Mass at
local
St.
stuff.
Clair's? That's what-
Now, Holy Cross, that school always has awesome, awesome shows. Am I correct?
Right.
We had that last year. And Vito Piccone, The Excellence, Marcel's, Sonny Turner, and Chris, I'm going to say the name Ruggiero.
Okay.
He's the fellow that did the PBS show, and he sang with the Duprees.
He's on.
If I said it wrong, correct me, but I still say it's Ruggiero. Staten Island Group Harmony Club is Twin Gold. That's our girls. And, okay, bye for now. See you next month.
All right.
Bye.
All right. All right.
All the way down. Frank and I went all the way down to Florida to see moi. It was packed. We had a great time. All the acts, I don't remember who, all the ones that were there, a couple of them. But anyway, I don't have to mention them. And it was a fabulous show, and I think you did the best
Whoa.
out of all of them. You were terrific that night. Your voice, the group, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. That was in Boca Raton. We did that show in Boca Raton, and beautiful theater. 2,300 people sold out, and I had asked a couple of friends to if they they all said we'd like to say hello, and I said anybody wants to come, see if we can get there before the show, because it's hard to say hello to everybody. And the wind-up was that I needed a room. They gave me the VIP room. And in and out, I had close to 70 friends and relatives that came to see us in Florida. So it was nice. But it was a great show. It really was a good show. And from there, the car pickers I went to, the next morning, drove to Cape Canaveral, and I was on a ship for 7 days. We went to, we sang out in Haiti, St. Martin, and Puerto Rico. So, but it was good. It was nice. I still have a little. I didn't get my sea legs yet. I'm still a little spustad, But and my eyes. I don't know if anybody got allergies out there. Is it just me? I mean, really, this is the worst I've ever had. I mean, it's like, yeah, Jim.
Yeah, everybody keeps forgetting to mention, last month, John Scupoletti was with the Reactions. Phenomenal, he was great. New group he started. This month, last week, he was in Town and Country. I didn't get to see him, but a lot of people told me that he was really great there.
Good.
I can only tell you what people told me.
All right.
They all enjoyed it. But
John-
they keep forgetting my buddy John over there. Stand up, John, let him know who you are.
I want to thank you all for coming.
See you, John. There we go.
Thank you all for coming. I just. Are you done?
That's it.
You all done? All right.
I'm not Marina.
Let me go change. Let me go change the credits on this here. Let's see. How do you spell your last name, Jim? Anyway, John, where are you, John? You know, you got an open invitation here with the new group. I told you that 2 months ago. So, you tell me. I mean, fourth Monday of the month, pick a month. Other than next month, we got the Earls. But anytime after that, you want to do it, it's yours. Might as well sing in front of your family. We'd love to see you. You know. All right. And okay. Anybody else? Anybody else?
You get commission 10%.
Mary,
Right, 15%.
did you go anywhere?
Get a kickback.
We went to around Mardi Gras time. We went to New Orleans, and from New Orleans we took a cruise with the. Remember the video you saw with Jimmy and the Parrots?
Sure. Yeah.
I didn't sing with them this time, but we actually had a very good time. New Orleans is really great jazz.
Oh, it's great there.
Great jazz. Just hot and humid. That's all. Yeah.
I love New Orleans. Really nice. You
And,
know, what little fact that nobody knows about New Orleans? Population is an Italian population there is incredible.
Yeah.
And over the years, you know, especially when when the Italians started migrating to this country, they went to the ports because most of them were were fishermen and so on and so forth. But Louisiana, New Orleans, Boston, Rhode Island, New York, Philadelphia, those places were really heavily, populated with Italian immigrants. And some Louis Prima was from there. Frankie Ford actually is Italian. He was from there. Quite a few people from there. So it's and the food, Italian food, is excellent in Louisiana. It's.
All I
anyway.
did is eat fish.
Say what?
I ate fish. I was in New Orleans. They had a lot of good fish. Fish. I didn't fish.
You
I
ate
ate
fish.
fish.
Well,
yeah.
that's the Sicilians. What he did. Yeah, of course.
But the cruise was nice. It
We have
went to
tuna fish fra diavolo.
Honduras and Mexico. The cruise went to Honduras. Where else did it go? Belize and Mexico.
Ah, good. Good
Yeah,
for you.
it was nice. We had a good
So
time.
we're going out to Mexico. I'm on the Malt Shop Memory Cruise
Oh,
in
wow.
November. We'll be going out that way.
Okay.
Anyway, I want to get down to down to the nitty gritty here, so that we can bring Chris out here as soon as possible. I know you guys like to do a few, at least loosen up with a couple of dances. So why don't we do that first? Okay. This the first song is we just had his brother here. We had we had Frankie Valli's brother here on the last show, and this song, "Let's Hang On," it's a medley between Frankie Valli and the Manhattan Transfer. So let's do it now, okay? Let's hang on. Let's get some dancers up on the floor.
True love takes a lot of trying. Oh, I'm crying. we got. Don't let go, girl, we got a lot between us. Hang on, hang on, hang on to what we got. Let's hang on to what we got. Don't let go, girl, we got a lot between us. Hang on, hang on, hang on to what we got. Let's hang on to what we got. Don't let go, girl, we got a lot between us. Hang on, hang on, hang on to what we got. Fun or what? Come on, you gotta admit. Come on.
All right. The only thing we have to do next time, I think we're going to move this back, move the setup this way, because most of you guys were dancing actually in the dark. Got to get underneath these lights so we can actually see who's. Yeah, we want. Yeah. I know you guys like the dark. I know you want to. Yeah. Oh, by the way, when you wave, and don't wave to the monitor. You got to wave to the camera. I saw you. You're waving to yourself. Oh, man. Oh, God. You want to dance one more? You think you can squeeze in one more or no? No, you're tired? One song. You want to take a vacation? What? No. It's actually by Frogman Henry. I ain't got a home. I ain't got a home. Now let's get down to the real nitty-gritty here. Okay, you're done good. Thank you. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Great dancing. I saw some of the splits and everything you guys were doing here. I mean, but anyway, I was just saying that this particular show, there's T.J. Lipinski, who did the first series of doo-wop shows on PBS. Matter of fact, I was on, I don't know, the second one or whatever. But the show itself has gone on to be one of the most requested shows and most watched shows in the history of public access. And he went on to do, from that point on, he went on to do R&B, he did gospel, he did country, he did old pop, he did early 50s. He's been successful right along the line. They came up with a totally new concept. And it's doo-wop generations now is about younger artists, in some cases singing with some of the original groups, and in some cases just doing the songs of that era. And he brought the Silvertones in from Italy, and he brought in some other people from out of the country. But you don't have to go too far, because right here in our own backyard, we have enough talent to last us forever. And the perfect example is this young gentleman that's going to be coming up now. He epitomizes, I think, the next generation, or the next, I should say, generation of this music, because for some reason, I don't know if it was his grandparents or his parents, but he was listening to this music and must have had some kind of love for it, because he's turned himself into one of the finest singers, of his age group, doing the music of my age group, or my early age group. So I'm proud that when I see things like this happen, and to give him the opportunity to sing on a show for you people is my pleasure. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's a big round of applause. Chris Ruggiero. Let's hear it, please.
Thank you for having me here. I'm glad I can bring the music back and keep it alive. And you're definitely invited on the dance floor for some of these songs, because I know they were the best. So here's the first ones are going to be by the Duprees, 1962, #1 hit. See the pyramid